Ad is about to play.
Test. Ah, microphone's working. Will I be talking? Isn't it? Anyone out there? Who knows? I don't think anyone's out there. But that no matter.
Welcome to the stream, Bald Bearded Builder.
Nope. Hello, BBB. I don't even know why I started this stream, really. But here you go. Here we are. Well, I kind of do. I was going to do a YouTube, not a YouTube video. I was going to do a video of a product.
Welcome to the Stream Deck 4.
To complain to the manufacturer of said product. So I figured, why not do a video instead? Why is this monitor not working? This is going to be a problem. Nobody can see me. So if I do that, what happens? Hey, it's me in the background. Oh, okay. This is fun. New buttons. Yay. Don't you love it when things do work? Don't work? Oh. Fancy. That's not working though. Evening. Don't know who I'm saying evening to. It's Deck. Hello, evening Deck. Wow. Why is it you test things off stream and they work fine, and you test things on stream and they don't work? There you go. You can kind of see me. If I do, here we go. That works. Wow, doesn't that look that messy? Okay. Messy, messy, messy. So if I do that, what does that do? Why doesn't that work? New chair. Not particularly. It's a cheap one that I had. I've moved away from the mic. Wireless microphone's dead. No, it was a secondary cheap one that I had. I've been trying to get my hands on a Don't mention his chair. Oh, BBB seen the video Deck, as you have. The infamous flying off chair. Right, okay, so what are we doing? I'm going to have to move that out the way because I can't see chat now. Oh, wow. See, this is a reason to stream more often, because maybe I would have things more set up. I need a better bracket for this camera. I need a better camera. Anyway. I haven't explained why I did this. It's not a vanity thing. It's not like, look at me, I'm RamblingGeek. It's in case anyone steals the video online and tries to post it as their own. Know what you don't need? More of cables. I've got cables galore. Well, it's all set up. So, you know, this is a Raspberry Pi power. That's HDMI. That's micro HDMI for a Raspberry Pi. So if I want to plug in a Raspberry Pi, I can just go bloop and then bloop, and then things will work. I've got the good old. If I can swing this round without it all collapsing on me. Oh my word. I've got this on an arm now so I can get it out of the way when it's in my way. It's on an adjustable arm. This needs work. The whole room needs work. But you know, I have ideas. Weird, my US version of Raspberry Pis don't make that blurp sound when I plug them in. Well, it's a special UK treat because it's a Raspberry Pi and you make a blurp sound because it's like blowing raspberries. Is that a thing in America? Blowing raspberries? Why is the camera not... That one. That's the one. And then if I do that... Oh, look at that. It kind of works even though I'm behind the text. Look at me pressing buttons and things working the way they're intended. I was going to say I need more light around here. So, this, if I can show it, was an idea for work, which has well and truly backfired on me. So, it's a fancy screen. It's a touch screen. We won't go into the whole reason why I'm doing it because I can't be bothered explaining it. Quite frankly, the camera is so far off where I am. Camera's over there and I'm over here. So nice touchscreen. Idea is you mount the Pi on the back, and then once you mount the Pi on the back, you can, in the back of this, it's got a VESA mount, and you can stick it on the wall, or you can stick it on the wall, or you can stick it on a monitor mount. You would think, wouldn't you? However, overeager Wayne, not once but twice, got some Raspberry Pis ordered, and when I plugged them in, they died. If you can believe that, they died not once but twice. So I want to do a little quick test of something, and I want to show something on this video / stream. So you've got the expansion port there, which moves, so it plugs into the 2 HDMI ports and the USB-C. So the USB-C power goes in here, through the board, into there, power on. Yay. HDMI in, HDMI in. So I presume what's happening here is one is going to this display port, which is for the actual touchscreen, and then the other one is going to the HDMI port here. So you would think this would be all wonderful. However, let me show you something. Why isn't that showing? Have I got a button for that? Why is that not showing? I want to show something. Not that it really matters. Put this in studio doobie-doo. How'd you get into studio mode? Oh look, I've forgotten how to use OBS. What? There it is. Studio mode. Ta-da! Right, now I can change this without affecting the stream. And if I go to... where is it? No, don't do that. Oh my word. Oh, I've just broken my OBS setup. If I go to that, that's visible there. Add the scene there. This is what I'm going to do from now on. I'm just going to fix things as a stream because that means they should be working next time. Because I forget what isn't working. Okay. Oh, I know why it's not showing. I need to open the software. Lol. There we go. And now it's on the wrong screen. Awesome. Yeah, this is not as easy as everyone makes out. Anyway, you can see a number above my head now. That's just a multimeter. I have the technology, I am going to use it. Right, so it should have gone into beeper mode. This will all make sense in a second. Ow, they're sharp. Don't stab yourself with them. Hopefully you can hear that. Yeah, I think you can. So this is interesting. So I think when I'm putting these pies in the board, because I've put 2 not in the board, sorry, in the case, somewhere along the way it's shorting, and I want to prove it to myself. So doing this doesn't do anything. However, if I put this inside the screw hole, every single one is conductive. Including, quite scarily for me, the external one. So we have an electrical connection on the case, which doesn't seem the best thing to me for a case. So I'm not going to power this up because I don't want to kill me 8 gig Pi, which is now worth like 170 quid. Since of all the memory prices and everything's shot up. However, if I can get this in here, like so, and then if I use the screws which came with it, I want to see. Come on. Oh, I only wanted a couple. I wanted to see whether if I screw this in. I know this screw's already conductive because I've done that test, but when I want to see if anything on the Pi is conductive. That's the test I've not done. Because I don't understand me putting 2 Pis in this has killed it to the point that they don't boot. And normally with Pis you can flash them again and get them to boot. And I did that with the 2 Pis that I killed by putting them into this case, and it didn't work. So the bit I'm suspicious of, where we're going, is the stud for that screw, I think touches somewhere in this case, somewhere on the Pi, which is causing a short. So if I do that, and in fact, if I touch the Pi, so the network shield there, if I touch that and do this, it's not conductive. What the heck? See, in fact, that's quite surprised. If we do that and the screw, we're not conductive. What's going on? So when I did that the other day, so the power, I'm very suspicious. That shouldn't be happening as far as I'm concerned. See, it's not there, but if I push down. So is it this board? something's definitely touching very intermittently. I'm doing the GPIO opens because there's 5 volts in ground. So if this board is shorting somehow, that means 5 volt and ground could short, which could cause a problem. However,
our World Cup campaign has now started. Come on, England. Bet £10 and get £60 in free bets for new customers. Download the Betway app today. 18 plus T's and C's apply. Bet the responsible way. Gamblerware.org.
Okay, picture this. You're out with friends, everyone's belting out a song, and you're the only one who doesn't know the words. Cringe. Never miss a beat again. Follow along with the lyrics on Spotify while you listen.
why do I feel like this is making a liar out of me now?
Get back out there, sing along with confidence, and check out lyrics on Spotify.
And why was it so easy just to mount 2 Pi 5s in here and they die?
Spotify Premium for free and cancel anytime. Tap the banner to learn more.
See? So is this implying if I didn't have it screwed down properly, then it would short? Because before, when I was poking around, it was beeping. What the heck? Don't understand. Oh. I hope that just didn't kill my pie. Let's find out. Did I kill my pie? No, I didn't. So yay for that, I guess. Booty, 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 booty. Booty, booty, booty. Are you booted yet? Yay, you booted. Don't have a keyboard to turn it off. Lol. Oh, I can just, it's a Pi 5, I can do that. And then again, I think. Yay. There's a weird thing in the chat which is moving every few seconds, and it's really
Welcome
fun.
to the stream, Olavos Dau Euros.
Indeed, the rumors are true. Welcome to the stream. So I didn't kill the pie, which is a good sign. What you building? I'm not actually building anything. So I bought it. This is a project for work. But I bought this touchscreen. It's an Argon touchscreen, 10-inch, and the Pi mounts in there, and it goes on the back of there, like so, and then you get a nice screen. You can mount it. I suppose I am building something, but I'm not building something right this second. And the Pi that I ordered for it, when I put it in, started blinking red and green. I think it was 3 green, 3 red. And looking that error up, it's an I2C error. I tried to reflash it. I tried to flash it to fix it, and to no avail. So sent the Pi back. They agreed. Got another Pi, popped it in, thinking it was a problem with the Pi originally. And yeah, it does look nice, which is part of the annoyance. I used to work for a hardware repair shop. Good times. Me too. Me too. When I popped it in, it did it again on the second time. So my theory is, currently, which I haven't really proven, is it's shorting against the case. This is my personal Pi 5, which I don't really want to put it into this case and power on, because I don't want to kill this one, because this is an 8 gig one, and as you probably already know, the 8 gig ones are pretty expensive to replace these days. You're looking at like £170 to replace one of these now. So what's bemused me somewhat is RAM expensive indeed. Well, because of the RAM and the graphics and AI, it's just messed the whole market up. So we've had the graphics card problem. We were sort of coming to the back end of that in some way, and then now this has happened. So rubbish time for components. So, you know, if we do this, it's all good. However, if I put it in the mount and put the other one in the mount, we get every pin which is conductive. Ah, just noticed
Ad
something.
is about to play.
The very top of that pin is also conductive. And then the other fun fact is if I put that on the inside, like so, and then on the mount for the VESA mount, we're also conductive there. As anything else in civilization, this fever will pass eventually in our lifetime. Let's hope. So this case is somewhat conductive. However, what I did the other day in work is I put this in here. Then I put one of these screws in. I think it was only one. I think it was this one. Like so. And then I popped that into there and popped it on the screw. And it's conductive. So I'm thinking if any part of that these boards is touching the case in a particular way, it's not going to have a good time. But I can't wrap my head round
Welcome to
they
the
would
stream,
sell this
DVD
like
Gamer.
that. Also, I'm struggling. I feel like I'm missing something or I'm doing something stupid. Yay, a stream! Hello, TDB Gamer. Did I say that right? I did. Yay! Oh, look. It's the .NET guy. Hello, .NET guy. I'm just going to say Alovo and hope it's right. I'm not very good at pronouncing these doobie-doos. Doobie-doos? Whatever a doobie-doo is. Names, titles, handles. Back in the day, you said it just right. It's not common. Oh my... It's amazing that I said anything right. So... So I've convinced myself it's shorting, but this is proving me wrong. I want to boot it up in the case. The second name is a Greek word. Stratos? Stratos. I don't know why I said it in that tone, in that accent. See, this is implying... Oh! Oh, no. It's because that's in there. Silly me. Right. Let's screw the whole thing down. So it's Star Rus. Well, there's a vocal. Indeed. I just will keep to your first name, if that's okay. So, I don't understand this mystery. Now, I have received an email this evening saying that they've sent out a replacement Raspberry Pi. Now, of course, that doesn't solve my problem of putting it into this case and being worried about it shorting. So the next question is, I think I've left one of these screws or two in work, maybe. Is do I really want to risk mounting it? So I have choices. I mount it and I could put some Kapton tape underneath the board. Zzz. So I can put Kapton tape underneath there and all over the back of the Pi. A little bit worried about what that's going to do for heat dissipation. Yeah, that's well and truly in there now. It's not going anywhere. Could it be that the front of these are touching? I don't know. I just don't know.
There's an EE1 for everyone. Create a plan as unique as your household with a mix of
Oh.
broadband technology, flexible TV, and
Why did I get a...
on the UK's best network. So if you're looking for
That's right, though, because that's ground on the Pi. So I need to do that in the case. What am I doing? Doing it wrong.
with EE1, visit in-store or online. EE does more.
UK's best network. Rootmetrics UK root score report data H225. Full fibre is the UK's most reliable broadband technology. Verify at ee.co.uk/claims.
Oreo got me like twist, lick, dunk, twisted, lick it, dunk it. Got the rhythm in the way that I twist that wow. Snap this clean, yeah, lick that round. Hear this song, can't wait to munch. Everybody needs that Oreo dunk. Twist, lick, dunk, twisted, lick it, dunk it. Twist, lick, dunk, twisted, lick it, dunk it. Can I have another Oreo?
I don't know. I'm very undecided. Because this seems fine.
Thank you for the 88 long months of subscribing, CMJ Chris Jones.
I don't know either.
Welcome to the stream, CMJ Chris Jones.
Do you understand my dilemma? I've put two Pis in this. and they've both gone kaput. So
Welcome to the stream,
third time
CMJ
lucky.
Chris Jones.
Hello, Mr. Christopher Jones. Thank you for the sub, and you're in the pub. I thought you did that on Wednesdays, not Thursdays, but okay. Typical. Typical that Chris is in the pub. Can I move myself on this? I don't think I can. I haven't done that on this camera, have I? To flip myself over there, out the way of the chat. But I don't want to turn this on and kill this 8 gig pie. I'll be sad if I do that. But it's so tempting. I mean, I could do a 4 gig pie? A 4 gig pie? A pie 4? Yes, basically. And even though they're sending out replacement doobie-doos, they haven't commented on this case. I've sent some videos of all this testing, and I've just said it doesn't seem right to me, but they haven't actually come back. It is only the Pi Hut I'm dealing with, and obviously they're just a reseller. They don't make these products. That's what I was thinking of doing. So, because the case itself isn't conductive, but the screw mounts are. So if I put that in there, and then put that in the back for the VESA, wow, you've been a mod for 3 years. It's amazing. Of that 3 years you've been a mod, I probably only streamed like for 6 months, if that, in total. The other thing I could do, maybe, if I've got some, which I think I do, maybe I don't, is use
Welcome to the
plastic
stream,
screws as well,
Frockberg.
as another precaution. Yeah, easy mod job, 3 years, like 12 streams top. In fact, yeah. Maybe Thursday night is the new night to stream, because weekends are difficult, because random stuff happens at weekends. I would prefer to stream in the day rather than the evening. But weekends seem difficult. Just a random thought. Bear with me a second. Yeah, we'll do it that way. I'll be waving at you in less than a week. Are you coming to the UK? Is that what you're referring to? Have you been to the... I'm confused. Did you... I can't remember. Are we stuck in Heathrow for about 3 hours on Tuesday? Is this the work trip, or is this vacation, or what is this? Hey, we could we could play with pew-pews. We could get the laser out. We could make a cardboard template. Self-punishment 200 miles around the lake on the other side of the world. So, does that mean you're bringing your bike with you? How does that work? If you are. You are. It will come in a bag on a plane. So you're taking your bike as hand luggage, effectively. Yes, checking it in like a suitcase. That's amazing. Yeah. Guess, oh, this is a broken RetroPie install. Okay, so that boots anyway. We know that boots. So what do we reckon? Do we reckon that I put this in here as is? This expansion board doesn't fit on because the jack's in the way. Do I risk it for a biscuit? Are they not the same? I thought. Oh no, they're not. Ha! I can't. This is. I forgot Pi 4s and Pi 5s were flipped on the jacks and the network. That's scooping me a little bit. Well, good luck on your bike ride. I hope it all goes well. That's what I call dedication, indeed. What lake are you going around, and where is it in the UK, or is it not in the? Is it UK a bouncing point? 3D printed case, deck. It's funny you should mention that. This is proper Blue Peter style. Only the UK people will understand that of a certain age. I did do it. But I got my dimensions a little bit wrong, I think. Only ever so slightly. Slightly too small. But I shouldn't have to be doing this, should I, for a product I bought? Not in the UK. Lake Vatten in Sweden. Flying to Gothenburg. Fantastic. So we're a bouncing point. Don't know what went wrong with the print there. Is that because of this hole? Oh, it doesn't fit. Yeah, the dimensions are wrong on this, just to say the least. All a bit too snug. Does that not fit in there at all? Can get a full English and a good cup of tea on the way through. You can tell what Terry misses from the UK. Speaking of tea, that sounds like a great idea. I don't know how to progress forward. The only thing I can think of doing is printing off a piece of card, or laser cutting off a piece of card to protect the bottom. As much as possible. Because when I was testing it before, right on the very edge.
Because every little helps.
It's also conductive.
Says 23rd of June. Club card or app required.
But what would touch? Because there's so much clearance around these
From the
holes.
football. On the 11th of June, the biggest ever FIFA World Cup gets underway in Mexico City.
I thought it was one of the GPO pins on this back end,
The rest is football from the opening
but
game
that doesn't
at
seem
the
to be
Azteca,
true.
all the way to the final in New York on the 19th.
I'm poking at it thinking something will hit me and I'll realise something.
Thomas Tuchel might still be in town. New episodes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
I'll need it. I'll be
The rest is football.
in around 6 a.m. and will need to stay awake until my next flight's at 9 a.m. If my math is right, that's 12 to 3 a.m. in the time zone I'm used to. Oof. The mounts shouldn't contact any point at the bottom of the case. There's spacing though. 6 a.m. UK times, 1 a.m. East Coast. I agree, Terry, that this shouldn't touch. What do you mean by this spacing? Because that one there, which you probably can't see, that one there is very close, but apparently it's not conductive. Make it worse for me. So when they slot in like that, the holes don't line up. See that? I'm not sure. I'm just not sure. To be fair, my math was provided by the US Department of Education, so it's bound to be wrong. I'm so sad because it's such a nice screen. And this should have been assemble it, turn it on, mount it, done. Instead it's been a week-long faff. This is easy enough. What time is it, RamblingGeek? It is 22:04 and 24 seconds. Terry is correct. Dang. Daylight savings messes things up at times. We're 4 to 6 hours, depending on forward, backward, correct. I need a knife. I have a knife. My wireless microphone's batteries have died, and so I've got the big silly mic. Which, of course, I didn't realise that was a problem until I come to stream. I need new blades. My knives are blunt. Educate me. And yes, I know which president gave us an extra month. What? I don't understand. What have I missed? What don't... I'm not educated now. I will be back in a sec. Terry mentioned tea, so now I want a cup of tea. I've no idea whether you can hear the kettle on in the background or not. Nothing's working, nothing's working. I jokingly replied to TV Thanks Obama when he was talking about the DST weirdness. Oh, did he? Make tea. Tea's good. I don't know what I'm attempting to do here. Okay, this could work. I wish I had thicker tape. I hope I can drink tea or coffee in moderation again soon. Some days I would love a decent cuppa. Oh no, still not allowed to drink tea. I don't know whether I could actually do that. Don't chop the SD card, Wayne. That would be a bad idea. In the meantime, you can enjoy hot leafy juice from Lipton anytime you want, TDB King. Lol. Well, there's a troll comment if I've ever seen one. What I'm doing right now is a practice for tomorrow. It's a good job too, because I've messed this up. It's funny. Of all of you, I think TBD is the only one that can call me out for my Lipton tea. I mean, I can call you out for Lipton tea. You mean you could just drink proper tea? I don't know. I don't even know what Lipton tea is. Never. I don't even think I've ever had it, or if I had it when I've been in the States. I could have had it last year when I was in the States. In Brazil, we have a a Chimarrão and Teddy. I don't know what the accents are for. They just come out. I apologise. You might know. It's a Yabby, mate. It's just mass-produced weak black tea. Black? I suppose all tea is black, is it not? It's fine for what we use something warm in the afternoons in the winter. If you can, Frackbird, when you're over here, try and get a Yorkshire tea, if you can. See if they serve it anywhere in the airport. I need better skizzers. You can get Yorkshire tea there, or even better. Ta-da! I made a parcel. Right. Speaking of tea, I'm going to go make a tea. I'll be right back.
With a mix of the best broadband technology, flexible TV, and mobile on the UK's best network. So if you're looking for
More data. Teams calls from the garden.
And make sure we've got football on the plan.
find your perfect mix with EE1. Visit in-store or online. EE does more.
UK's best network. Rootmetrics UK root score report data H225. Full fibre is the UK's most reliable broadband technology. Verify at ee.co.uk/claims.
Toby likes to thoroughly inspect his bananas before purchasing. He isn't sure if he really needs post office travel insurance. The thing is, Holiday Toby definitely does. The Costa del Sol hasn't seen banana boat action like this since 1999. Don't worry, Toby. With 24/7 GP access abroad, Post Office Travel Insurance has Holiday You covered. Post Office Travel Insurance. Do it for Holiday You. For more information, visit postoffice.co.uk/GP. Policy terms, conditions, and activity limits apply.
Ad is about to play.
I have tea. I pressed the wrong button. Lol. Dang, didn't even leave his camera off to discuss the state of his workbench. The workbench is pretty bad at the moment. I'm getting urges to rip all this out and rejig it, but I need to redesign a workbench. I want to use some extruded aluminium. And then change this to a wooden one, like for the 3D printers. I've had great success with my AV media capture card. He has one of those. I really don't like the fact my head is stuck behind the text. Terry wants, Frackberg, you might know the answer to this, I don't know, but Terry wants/needs 128 Hz on his monitor, which is output from his PlayStation 5, and he wants to capture it, and I presume send to his PC. I'm not quite sure how he's getting it out to stream. Tea. Ah, the heaviest I went through was my Switch, which is definitely not 120 Hz. I have an I have one of those capture cards, but it doesn't like HDCP. And when I disable HDCP, I get the PS5 to capture. It looks terrible. I've been playing games, and the refresh is giving me a headache. Giving me a headache. Giving me a headache. Doopy doopy doo. Giving me a headache. Oh, do you know what I've got in my drawer? I've got razor blades, haven't I? Ha ha. They'll be sharp. If I cut myself on stream, is that bad? Sell me the PlayStation 5. Lol. Oh, I took it out the blade end. Good job. What? You don't want to take out a mortgage to buy one now? Oh, the PlayStation 5's gone up as well. Oh, that worked really nice. That was a good idea. Yeah, the consoles are getting stupidly expensive. Oh, right. I don't really pay much attention to the console arena. So what's your typical PlayStation 5 1 terabyte cost you now? AI. It's in the game. $650, and to be honest, I'm not enough of a gamer to justify any console. The PlayStation 5 Pro is almost $900. Wowzers. I mean, we spoke about my chair mishap. Why are chairs like £900 and £1,200 now? I don't understand. How can they justify that for a chair? Yeah, I saw someone playing. I haven't played games properly in anger for years now, and I saw someone playing whatever the new version of SimCity is. It's made by a different developer, and that I used to play SimCity back in the day. Not Sims, SimCity, and that was fun. And I was watching that before, and I thought to myself, I could play that again. I think I'm going to play any game. City Skylines, that's the one. That looks fun. If you're going to use it as a bed like you did the other one, then it's serving 2 jobs. Terry, who's that to? Oh, that was to me about the chair. Look, I sit in here for a long time and I like to get comfy. I think when I start trying to like do stuff like that, I should just go in the other room and watch TV on the couch. Yes, I'm with you now. I caught up. I had a realization. I'll just put that away and I need it again. Lol. I mean, but why are chairs that expensive? I don't understand. Okay. Razor blade in nail. Not the best idea. Okay. So I've made some kind of weird monstrosity here. Better than in the finger. Right. Would you say that's insulated enough? I mean, I could put a bit over the power there, I suppose. And would you risk your 8 gig pie in the case that's already killed too? I need a cutting mat on this desk.
New BT Group customers only. 62% UK availability. Terms apply.
Done with work? The best way to clear your mind is by listening to some crisp, clear tunes. Get Spotify Premium to enjoy your music now in lossless quality.
Can you make sure the network USB hub
Sound quality.
are not contacting the case?
Now included in Premium. Try it now.
Not really, no, because it's all so close and tight. I can put that in there now. I mean, I haven't pierced the holes, which is what I was going to do. And then I'm not sure whether that's made it so thick it now doesn't fit. That'll be funny. So the only thing I could do, I suppose, what I could do is put Captain tape on the inside of here What do we think? I mean, I'm right to be paranoid about this, aren't I? I mean, what are the chances of it being fine and putting two pies in and both dying with the same result? I thought it might have been this board killing things, but I've booted this pipe a couple of times with it on now. It's been fine. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this trick, but let's see if I can pull it off. Yeah, this ain't easy. What may be easier? It would help if it had some sharp scissors. Oh, that would be a good start. Sharper further up. Oh. So, this is it. Thursday nights. I've said this about Saturdays, but let's give Thursday nights a go for the next few weeks. Let's see if I can stream regularly on a Thursday night. I'm just going to hit the button and we do whatever we do. Bit of CAD, maybe a bit of programming, maybe a bit of ESP, maybe a bit of robot building. Still got the robot to build. Don't know why I'm procrastinating on that, but I am. I'm just... Maybe I think it's beyond me. Okay, so that's what we've got there. Now the idea, or the plan... Oh, me tea. Tea break. So then this is going to work. Get a piece of paper behind it, the sockets, and draw it out. Yeah, maybe. come off the bottom. It's not too... It's not, I mean, we've got it on the top here and around there. No, I've cut them out. There's a bit of a lip there. We haven't got it near the bottom though. So it wasn't the best, but it wasn't terrible either. Oh no! Ah, I've ripped it off now. Do I risk it? Is that playing an ad-on?
We connect Trump's Iran war to your energy bills and the cost of living, and we explain how AI is changing everything and why government doesn't get it. Subscribe to The Rest Is Money. Fresh episodes drop every Monday and Thursday.
Lol. That's what I get for using Spotify to play the music. You got to risk it and hopefully not lose a third, or not use the case right. I've got to use the case because I need the metal to mount it on the monitor arm. I don't want to really risk the weight of this screen to some plastic and it being pressed because it's a touchscreen just on that, which is assuming why they've used this in the first place. The other worry about putting so much Captain tape on the bottom of the pie is what's that going to do for thermals? But there's nothing on this board. Which is getting continuity through that screw to anywhere else on the board. What do we reckon? Oh, I don't know what to do. Part of me wants to know, will this work? But the thing is, when it did it on the last two, it was instant. It didn't even try and boot. It just red light, green light, three. What was it? 3 green lights and 3 red lights instantly. Shouldn't the USB and network surrounds be grounded so if you touch the screw you get a beep? The screw might be isolated now because of the Captain tape. See, I expected the Pi Hut to come back and say, "No, you're talking. You don't understand. You're getting this all wrong." But they haven't come back with anything. So you're saying if I do that and that, we should get a beep, which we don't. But we are between this board and that because it's connected through. But there's nothing on the case now, which is seemingly shorting it. I'm not sure I do, you know, Terry. I'm not sure I do. I'm not sure I do. Like, it seems odd that it would release a product that would... Is like you say, is it meant to be grounded? Am I doing something wrong here? Yeah, this may well boot, it may well work, but how long will it work for? Because I've now just insulated the whole bottom. I mean, I know heat rises, but it's just going to go, I don't know. It's a pain in the butt. I shouldn't have to be worried about this, but I am. You know, you buy a product. can see bits, but it was dust on the screen. I was very confused then. I'm trying to work out how disappointed will I be. It'd be a shame to lose a Pi 8 gig, wouldn't it? A Pi 5 8 gig. I'm not normally this gun shy, but yeah, I don't know what to do. I've got to do it tomorrow. Well, I don't have to do anything tomorrow, but I'm going to get another one tomorrow, so I need to get it working. It's for a work project, which is a long story, but basically, we're logging some work in work, and I've written a barcoding app so they can log it. So currently they're doing it manually by hand, pen and paper. So this is an attempt to speed it up. So we're trying this out. There's a requirement to enter. So the barcoding. So they're called batch headers, and they've got basically barcodes on, which records the fact of them being processed, without getting into it too deeply. And then this is to log, so the barcode all day. So as they do their work, put the letters in the envelopes, and then the barcode to say it's been done. And then they water this kiosk, and then it's going to show the barcode. They scan the barcode, it uploads all the barcodes from
is about to play.
Barcode. All this is working and been tested. It uploads all the barcodes from the scanner, because they're stored in memory, to the kiosk. They get logged into the database, and then there's a progress screen. If they've done any envelopes, that's the only caveat on the barcodes. So what we've done is a keypad, so they can enter how many envelopes they've used, 1,000, 200, whatever, and then they click out, and then it's done. And the idea of the kiosk is because some of these people struggle logging in and whatnot, so we went for this idea where this is just be sitting there all the time waiting for that upload from the barcode, and then this was going to go on a monitor mount on the end of a desk in the room or the warehouse, and just sit there and look pretty. But this whole Pi killing thing is through a no. This has been bought by work. This has been bought by work. So is the Pi, but this Pi is mine because I've got no other Pi 5s. This is me and either curiosity. That's why if this was a 2 gig one or a 1 gig Pi 5, I wouldn't be so much. I mean, I'd still be miffed, but it'd be less of a loss. I mean, is it right that those screws are earthed? Are they all connected to earth or ground? I'm very unsure. If they're not all connected at all, they can't do any harm, right? Well, you would think, wouldn't you? So ground is down there. So if I touch that, no. Yeah, so that's connect. See, I would expect these to be connected to ground. This external heatsink isn't. I expect that to be connected to the ground, but not the case. And not the screw. See, is that right? That the ground on the Pi is connected to... How's that even a thing? Well, I could try and reclaim from work if it goes wrong, but the problem is, it's my risk. They haven't asked me to do this, so I'm gonna do something of my own volition and then say to work, oh, I blew up something. Yes, I was doing it for you, but they could just turn around and say, well, we never asked you to do it, so we're not going to give you 180 quid just because you were stupid. So now I've taken out the HDMI connector. There's no ground on that pin. This is curious. I feel like I don't know enough about what I'm doing here. That makes sense to me. That makes sense to me. Should we just go for it? And I can just go to bed sad. Off to dinner. Good luck. Have fun. Thank you very much. Enjoy your dinner. Don't think I've ever procrastinated over something so hard. Should we go for it? I mean, if it kills this now, then... Because part of me is like... Life is too short. What, to waste 100 and something quid? It's not their product though. They're just reselling it. It's argon. It's an argon screen. It's not their product. They don't make it. Pi-Hut don't make anything. Unlike Pimoroni, they make product. I don't think the Pi-Hut do, because the Pi-Hut sells... Yes, I know. Pimoroni makes their own products, but I don't think the Pi-Hut does, and the Pi-Hut sells the Pimoroni products. So it's not the same thing. Yes. The Pio are selling it. They're terrible, and the company. Well, what if they're selling it fully expecting Argon to do the due diligence to make sure the product's valid? They can't test every product that they resell, surely. That's no different than me buying, as a computer shop, graphics cards and stuff. Now, I'm not sure I fully agree, because, you know, essentially as a box shifter, you can't test every single product, surely. You've got to rely on the manufacturers done their bit.
Hi, it's Gary Lineker from The Rest is Football.
And Argon did have a reasonably good reputation from what I understood.
It's underway in Mexico City. Join me, Alan Shearer, and Micah Richards on The Rest is Football from the opening game.
No, I don't think everyone will see it the way I do, but because I've been on both sides of the fence, so I kind of get it.
England and Thomas Tuchel might still be.
But if this dies now,
New episodes every
what
Monday
is it about putting it in this case that kills it?
The Rest is Football on Spotify.
Because I can't see any reason why it would die.
Love their fancy blenders. They've bought loads of them. And luckily, if they bought them with Barclaycard, they earned rewards. In fact, they'll earn rewards on all their eligible.
Did we power it up with the Captain tape on? I can't remember if we did. I don't think we did we?
What you buy is your business. Giving you rewards on purchases is ours. Barclaycard, backing your future.
You're completely insulated the bottom of the case as much as you can. I have, yeah. Unless it's shorting somewhere else, like, is the screw touching, you know, is it on the top side rather than the bottom side? You know, is it the act of putting the screws in causing the problem? So this should be fine, right? No, you didn't, but that shouldn't change it. It shouldn't, no. But the second part, when the first pie died, I'm so used to dealing with pies, I didn't see any problem with any of this. In my head, just get it, put it together, and that's what I did. And it died, and I was very, very confused. I thought I was being really dumb and doing something silly. So when the second pie arrived, I powered it up first. I booted Raspberry Pi OS, and it was fine. Then I put it in the case, and it died. I couldn't believe it. I was like totally in shock. So far, so good. We got a solid green light. I'm on the wrong video out for the stream. Ooh. There we go. Agreed. Completely working Pi. With their daughter board. Ta-da! So, a thought I've just had while I was doing that. Both times I've had the screen connected. What if it's the screen killing it? I've had the screen working on a Pi 4 with the daughter board. This is debugging. So do I risk putting the screen in now? I mean, well, it's the next logical step, I would imagine. Indeed. So if we just look at the screen very quickly, I don't know if you'll be able to, I might have to take the ribbon cable out. There's an arrow underneath there, and there's an arrow on the ribbon cable. So, and it's got a number 1, and on here, if you can see, it's got a number 2. And the ribbon cable's got a number 2, so you think 1 goes to 1 and 2 goes to 2. Do we agree? Terry, I'm going to shock you. I think I've given up trying to be tidy. I hate them. They are fiddly. Very fiddly. Although, it's easier doing this here than in work, in the limited space I've got in work. It's so short. The issue I've got is having enough hands to do everything. Just change my approach. So it needs to go that way, and that needs to go that way. Pin 2. Maybe it is the, maybe it was, maybe was I connecting the board wrong? I can't do this. Okay. Does the zoom in work? Whoa! That worked. Whether I can zoom out again is a different matter. I've got no space to do all this stuff. Connect the board first, like I am now, you mean? So arrow there. That says 2, 2, arrow. Little catch has gone in. Great minds. Right, okay, so arrow, arrow, 2, 2. Definitely in the right way. Bit of reflection going on there, bit of a tilt it. I still have a game gear in pieces because I tried to fit a ribbon cable and blew the resistors off the board. That was 3 months ago. I've still not stopped sulking over. Wow, I can't read. I've still not stopped sulking over the fiddly crap. Yeah, I think with stuff like this, you've just got to slow down. You know, I know it's easier said than done, but oh, me zoom out doesn't work. Oh, here you go. Yay! Look at me with all the technology. Right, okay, so now I've got to do the same trick on here somehow. Oh, I've slowed down to a stop. So, oh, let's zoom back in again. It's going to work. No, all the zooming stopped. Why has that stopped working? Can I do it this way? I need this camera to be more central. Grr. One day I'm going to have a setup that I'm happy with. So now I need to get that in there. Let's move that back a bit and to the right. See if this helps. That was actually somewhat easier, even though it's come out. Okay, I think we're in. Does that go that way? It does. So in theory now, I don't need to plug it into the output HDMI. In theory now, all I need to do is give it some power and it should come on. Please don't break, please don't break, please don't break. Give it some welly. So far. I've forgotten to do a connection. There's a connection, there's a wire I'm meant to put on. I assume that's the power for the touchscreen I've not put on. Go slowly, yeah. I just remembered. I got a bit excited. I just remembered it's here. Have I almost been streaming for 2 hours? That's gone quick. I got a bit of a shock off something then. Do I say get in? Yeah, I guess. I mean, the touchscreen's not working. A, because it's got to be enabled, and B, it's probably got no power. Or A, it's got no power, and B, it needs enabling. But that's the... Oh, that one worked this time. So the idea is that will be mounted. I'll do that with it, and it'll run the software, and you go beep, beep, beep off the screen. I'm moving it around on purpose to see whether it glitches and just suddenly goes off. I like beep, beep, beep. Yep. Beep, beep, beep. I'll do a video of it and share it if I get it all working. So I need to take Kapton tape with me to work tomorrow and tape the crap out of the other pie that hopefully lands. I have barcode scanning in my Gain Library app from desktop and from my phone. Scanning with your phone or you using the dedicated barcode. Have you implemented that now? I know we talked about it a while ago. Both work, yeah. Awesome. I've just realised it says help me get a robot arm in my chat. 0 out of 50 sub points. That's old. That's funny.
Hey you.
So yeah.
Hey you. It's your turn to host gaming. Snacks are out, drinks are on ice.
Success.
What about the music? Get the party started with jam sessions. With Spotify Premium, you and your crew can add all the best tunes.
I can hear something, but I can't hear it fully.
Perfect vibe. Host a jam today with Spotify Premium. Oh dear, stuck in traffic. Tune into a good book with Spotify Premium. Premium subscribers get 15 hours of audiobook listening per month and access to 500,000
Stupid
titles from audiobook
Spotify.
so you can travel to far off.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know what I've proven,
Better with Spotify Premium.
other than
15 hours of audiobook listening per month available to individuals.
give it a load of Captain tape and we're good. And we're going off. Relief that I've seen it boot up. Relief that it didn't go bang. So I bought another gadget. Let's talk about this while we're here. So this is nothing particularly that special. It's a USB-C volt current meter. So it's powered off mini USB, which not a microwave, no. And that's also the data connection to the PC, because if I can do some magic here, can I do some magic? I didn't realize it wasn't on. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay, that won't be on because it's not loaded. And you are a wizard. You can do anything you want to. There we go. Now it's on. So if I power this up.
Welcome to the Stream Mojo Fawa.
If I get this right. I need a USB cable. Just so happens that I have one here. Mojo is in the house. So if I plop that in. This is fun, this, because these USB cables have screens, although it's really hard to detect which size has got a screen. So that's in there. We pop that into there. I need to remember that camera's not seeing the desk the same as I am. And then, in theory, hey, wires everywhere. This is cool. Well, when I plug this into here, things don't go bang. And it doesn't work. Why doesn't that work? I best look busy. You better not be working. I promise I'm not working right now. That's fascinating. Why didn't that work? Okay, let's try the PD charger then, rather than the... So if I put that into there... Now it's being weird. Why is it things never work on stream? What? What is going on? It makes no sense. Well, it did work. If they worked on stream, they make you look like you knew what you were doing. RamblingGeek things don't work on stream because they're being a reserve, and that can't happen. Quantum streaming. You didn't just kill another pie, did you? Quite possibly. Let's find out. No, that pie's okay. We have pretty LEDs. Not flashing in any error states. In any error states. Oh my word, I can't speak! With today's pie prices, please don't kill a pie. Oh, Mojo, you've missed a ride. You've missed a big ride. You need to go back and watch the VOD. There were published VODs? I can't remember. Oh, hang on. Is this getting... Wait. Do these have to be plugged in a certain way? This happened to me last night. Hang on. Wait. Mr. Moneybags of it. Oh no. I am anything but Moneybags. Believe me. If I was Moneybags, I wouldn't be here. Okay. So that works there. If I don't kill this SD card though, that'll be a miracle. We've just watched 45 minutes of him making a mummy out of a pie with Captain tape. Indeed. So, if I now plug that into there, okay, and there's no power draw on it, which is somewhat understandable. But no, I had that in there. Plug that into there. Plug that into the pie. I don't understand. Why is it not negotiating? This worked. I promise you this worked. He has thousands of stashed away. Do I, Deck? Please show me where it is if I do. Don't like it when things don't work.
On last week. Whoops. See your internet connection's dropped out again. This must be very frustrating for you. I know you've waited.
Don't like these ads on Spotify. Staff's wait, he doesn't even remember. Ah, yeah. News to me. Okay, turn that. Alright.
When you're done with slow streaming,
okay.
get straight to the
Why aren't you working? Why are you being a poo head?
Do you sometimes feel like no one really understands your mood?
Oh man.
Your
Don't like
Spotify
these ads,
playlist
go away.
Totally gets you. It's an evolving playlist that has songs for your entire day.
There you
Whether
go,
it's morning,
5 volt.
afternoon, or late at night. Your recommendations shift right with you. Listen to
Why is that not showing on screen?
Spotify for the right vibe all
Lol.
day long. Try it now.
Wow. This worked fine. Oh look, the pie's booted up. So the idea is I could show it on screen, but apparently it doesn't want to work. Oh look, it's working now. The cable. I think it was the orientation of the cable, believe it or not. I don't know why it matters. But apparently it does. So I've seen people who fix switches and laptops use these. So they use the current reading because they do it so often. They fix so many, like these you know, there's one guy, Nano Fix a watch, and he just fixes switches switch after switch after switch, and he's doing it so often he knows how much current is getting drawn during the boot process, so he knows when it's going to work or not just by watching the current. It's fascinating. Yeah, I got bored of watching them. I watch so much. Yeah, I'm getting. I was watching him. He streams on a Thursday. Oh look, there's a short because it's too. Yeah, but I thought it was useful nonetheless to have it in the look for the hot chip. Well, there is that. But yeah, I thought this was cool. I like all the data on stream. But there's no point getting this stuff if I'm not going to stream. So I'm streaming. I'm here. I'm doing the do. Oh, someone said hello to me on YouTube and I missed it. Don't know who that is, but thank you anyway. Every Thursday currency added to your calendar, people. We'll do. We'll try 7 to 9, and then that gives me a bit of leeway to go a bit longer if I want to 10, and it also gives me a chance to get in, get food, and get myself organised. I will update my stream calendar. We'll do 7 to 9 every Thursday. Especially because Chris can't join us because he's in the pub. Ha 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 ha. I bought another gadget, which is this USB tester. I have no idea how to use it. And it's got a scary warning of saying, don't do something, it'll blow up the receiving device. So I'm scared to use it. I thought this one outputs to the screen like that one, but it doesn't. 2 to 4 p.m. here. I'll make sure not to book meetings for Mojo and the team. Thank you for your support, Terry. That's much appreciated. I always forget it's your working day when I'm doing this. That's quite funny. Your comments with Mojo makes more sense now. Did you like my tool stand I shamelessly ripped off Hacker? Didn't realise that thread was so long. I've got to be a bit careful with it because there's ball bearings in the bottom for some weight. So it doesn't just easily topple over as you put tools in. You need to do it in shot, Wayne. God, do, man. Get it right. And I saw another coolish print, which might help me get a bit more organised. I'm not sure. We will find out. I think we can kill this now, can't we? We've proven that's working now. Do I buy an A2L? No. You don't buy an A2L because you need to make me understand, is your P1S working? Have you sorted out the blockage with it? And what is your reasoning for an A2L? I feel like Terry's looking now because I just went no straight away. And he wanted me to justify and reinforce his decision to buy one. because the PS1 won't work, lol, and doesn't know it's got an AMS attached, even though I've turned it on and off and back on again. I've watched the Bamboo Reddit thread quite a lot. Well, there's no every day basically. I've never heard anyone complaining about an AMS dying, so I just can't wrap my head round the possibility that it's completely dead. So, I saw this and I thought it was pretty cool. So I bought some DIN rails. And the idea of the designer of this is you have standard couplings. So they just hook on and then you push them other way, Wayne, and they snap on. I thought you made a simple abacus. No. And then if you want to put a so this one is for mounting a, this is all I've printed so far, and he provides the step files. I can't get these off. Why can't I get these off? Because I'm doing it wrong, that's why. So then you just design your own mounts. So I could do one for a Raspberry Pi, you know, have two there, and you can have and you can have it all set up, and then I can pick this up and put it to one side. I thought it was interesting. If I really wanted to, I could mount some power or something to the back, so a battery pack mounted, or I could mount that to have 12 volt coming in or something. I thought it was cool. So yeah, and that's about me really. That's what I've been up to. Playing with broken screens and Raspberry Pis blowing up, and buying more tools that I don't need. You've heard the phrase of all the gear, no idea. Well, I'm all the gear, almost no idea. Anyway, we've clocked in over 2 hours on a stream that I wasn't very comfortable actually doing, but I just made myself press the button anyway. And it's 11:25 at night here now. And I can't think of anything else to do. We could do some soldering practice. SMD soldering practice.
Choosing where to study is about more than the course.
Don't like these ads.
Finding a place that feels right for you.
Go away, ads.
University of Lancashire, you will find the space
Boo.
to learn, the support to grow, and a vibrant.
It's 11:30. That's entirely up to you. No, I think it's too late. We could do that next week, or we could do the robot next week, or we could. No idea.
At lancashire.ac.uk/open days.
But I think I'm in the. I need another. I quite like me streaming setup. I need to get my buttons a bit more organised. And I need the button to load all the software to make sure all the software's up and running. And I've got no button to turn that off, have I not? Or have I? Oh, I have. I've got a button to turn it on and off. It just doesn't load when I start the stream, so I can sort that out. And I need to sort the music out so it's not playing ads from Spotify. Yeah, I think that's about it. I think we're done. I think we're done for today. Thank you for joining. Thank you for the chats. Thank you for the company. And until next time, you're welcome. Take care. Good night. And until next time, can I end the stream from here? Can I do that? Is that even possible? Oh, I can. Good night. Have fun. Be safe. Be well. And keep on geeking. Bye-bye for now. Fixed it. Bye.